Hello? Aha! That's weird. It decided to reset my voice meter settings for some bizarre reason, but that should put everything back to normal. Hello, everybody. Not many bodies, cinema, more bodies. Hopefully, welcome to stream. Here we got Phantom. Have no fear. Phantom is here. Welcome to stream. Blue Dragon, welcome to stream. Viran Miss, welcome to stream. Provision Corp. Welcome to stream. Strodenko, welcome to stream. Dark Dragoon, welcome to stream. Ronnie, welcome to stream. Mundordin, welcome to stream. And Jay, welcome to stream. And anyone else that I'm missing, welcome to the stream. Okay, we have an imposter. Wave, imposter. Yeah, they can see you. Anyway. So, welcome to stream, everyone. I am going to be continuing on with a mod that is incredibly similar to Corinthia Tower, but is not Corinthia Tower because things are different. It's a tower which is strange because Corinthia Tower was a tower as well, but this is clearly a very different tower. So we're going to be working on that, and it will be cool. So let me load into the cell that I've been working on. So the exterior is pretty much there for the most part. The portal system is in place. I just need to start hooking it in to all the cells, but we don't have any cells, so we need to start working on the cells. I don't know what this shader property is all about, but considering our windows killed themselves when we ported into Special Edition, it's very interesting. Right, let me just click OK on those. It looks like the reason we're going to get those errors is that they are just vanilla errors with vanilla meshes, so not something that I'm going to worry about too much. Oh, that one out. Came on quick. Let me put the music on, and I haven't loaded snip. Wrong snip. There's snibbity snip snip bibbity bit bit. So let me load that. Continue his Facebook, whatever. Authorize. Thank you very much. And then what I haven't done is pause wallpaper engine. There we go. So in the last stream, if you were here or not here, whatever, I know here, there, and everywhere. Whether you're here or not, I have basically been working on what is the new alchemy lab, which isn't really called the alchemy lab anymore. It is called the arboretum because it's a fancier name. And that is going to sit above the new mage quarters, which is still called the mage quarters. It's not really another name for it that we can use. I'm just wondering what the rotation on that is so badly for and why that didn't undo. There we go. That's weird. Anywho, so what we've done, we've put some water in there, which is good because everybody loves water. WH Thomas, welcome to the stream. What we've done, we put all our nice stuff in here. We've put some custom green bits in. We've got the door ready to go. What I need to figure out really, and I don't know if I'll do it in this stream or not, is what I'm going to do in regards to having the way up here from the bottom section. But before I carry on with anything, I do want to have another look and double check of these interior windows because I'm not sure why it doesn't like them. It's only the one mesh, but I'm just going to give them a check over and see if there's anything that sort of stands out that doesn't really make sense. So double-sided environment map light fade and environmental mapping. Environmental mapping shadows own emittance. I suppose that's needed. Have a look at the flags. External emittance. I don't think it needs its own emittance. Yeah, it really depends what it is. Just change that. We'll see if that makes a difference next time we load it up. We're just going to change some stuff. See what sort of goes down with it. See if it breaks things or what. I don't really see anything for the ordinary. Really? Looking alright. It's looking fine. Look bizarre. Refresh, make sure I don't kill them. Alright, that might be right. That should hopefully be fine. So, oh, nutcrackers! Oh no! The water comes down. That's no good. That shouldn't go that far, surely. Damn. We'll probably get away with that. Bit better. 0.92 maybe. Yeah, I'm the author of Iterating Reborn. That horrendous tower mod. Bursted pipe, yeah. Yeah, it's a feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature, guys. It's burst pipe. Right. So what do we want to do? I mean, really the lift thing. This is where I intended the lift. This space is just like a symbol for it. The problem is that we don't really have a ton of room here to do anything. So let's say, for argument's sake, there was a lift here and it was like half the width of a reasonably sized spacer. Where does that come up to? Too bad. A lift we could test. We could test and see how it goes. No harm in trying things. Circle onto a circle is weird though. Any chance something like that for Xbox or too much with handle? Well, when I make mods now, it tends to... Things tend to hopefully be a lot more optimised. I've obviously got a lot better at what I do. There is no chance in hell that Iterating Reborn will be coming to Xbox, but if I ever do decide to finish this version, because at the minute I'm just toying with it, I'm just making it, but I'm not making any promises, just for my own sanity, then if I got Xbox One uploaded to work, it'd be great, but I was trying to get other mods on there. I somehow eventually got Mershcum Estate on there. I somehow got a couple of others on. I was planning on putting a Cat's Life on there, but the upload process for it is so unreliably broken that when it stresses me out, pisses me off, I just don't bother with it. So I don't really want to promise anything, to be honest. I would have liked to reliably been able to put mods onto the console, onto Xbox, but unfortunately their shitty system makes it very difficult. So really unfortunate. Now, I was thinking here, there's something else I could use instead. I'm gonna lower that down. I want to have a little look at what sort of stuff we can use here to get this to make sense. Because a lot of this stuff is like really thick. It won't work well. Yeah, the interesting thing as well, if we have a look at the new Trello I've been building for this one. What I am doing as I go along now, just in case this got finished, just in case future projects I actually want to try and put on console, one of the, I believe that's spelled wrong. Here it is. I knew it didn't look right. One of the problems with console, obviously, is that it doesn't support SKSE. It also doesn't support SkyUI, and by extension, it won't support mod configuration menus. So I actually keep track of all of the SKSE functions that are now being used in my scripts as I go. At least I'm starting that with this project. So what I want to do is make sure that if I do want to then upload a mod to the Xbox, I did do this for Cat's Life actually, then I make sure I know what feature the mod would have to be like dumbed down, cut out or whatever in order for it to go on there. Because if they use SKSE and then you uploaded a mod to the console with SKSE functions that were key to the mod, then things would just be broken. They just purely wouldn't work. So making sure I track things like that is quite useful. Teleport pad, there will be teleports, and there are teleports in the mod, but I don't want to be using that to go between 2 floors in the same cell. It just didn't seem seamless at all. You might as well have them both in different cells. So that's something I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to have some cool way of going from one up to the other one in the same cell. It's just be cooler that way. I feel like this new arboretum and the mage quarters can meld nicely together into one big feeling room. All your own personal stuff in here. So what I want is either a lift, or the other thing that I want is from one of the DLCs. I believe it's DLC 2. I was going to check it. Simpson mentioned it, reminding me of it, but I don't think it'll work. The floating up and down from the Telvanni place, this is probably not high enough for that to work, unfortunately, because the box at the bottom is where it starts, and the area at the top where it ends. Therefore, as you can see, and I can't change it to my knowledge, it is far higher than the distance here, and it's not something you can just adjust. Interestingly, we could maybe look at that. I don't know how these animations work, but we could pull it into Nifscope and see if we could just move a furniture marker, but I very much doubt it. First having a little poke around. Shotgun, welcome to the stream. JJ, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Megados, welcome to the stream. Dormacog, welcome to the stream. And anyone else that I've missed who is lurking in the shadows, welcome to the stream. And stop lurking in the shadows. How dare you? Get out of the shadow. No, stay in the shadows. Not everybody wants to be uber chatty. Fine. Lurk, I don't mind. This would totally break, wouldn't it? This would really just totally break. I know it would. Look at it. Furniture markers, positions, offset, sit, behind. No idea. The fuck? That hasn't happened in so long. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Skyrim shuffle. If you can't do a Skyrim shuffle, I can teach.
Can you actually hear the Skyrim shuffle very well, or is it quiet? Thank you very much, Baker Doze. Very much appreciated. Good stuff. Thank you very much. What the fuck's going on? I was just here. I was just like tweaking this marker and messing around. The next thing that just kicks in it. So I was like, what the fuck's going on? That totally looks like it's not going to work. Just the animation's going to have a certain time to it, so it'll just die. I mean, if you take away the furniture, well, no, that's the furniture marker. Oh, I've deleted it now. Ah, you didn't need it anyway. I don't know what I'm looking at. No, fuck it, no. No way of just making that work. Yeah, it's a shame, really. It'd be perfect. Much more in line with what the mod is. I did consider just having the portal beam you up here and down as a last resort. But then there's the interesting factor, where the hell's it going? Because I don't have a lot of room here. And if I add around the edges, how do I do it? I mean, this whole overlapping spacer circle thing we kind of have going, but... Where's our man anyway? Where's Skin Ripper? Have I missed him? Is he not here today? I don't think he's here. He'll probably rear his head at some point. Not right without your Skin Ripper. Didn't sound great, did it, if you don't know what I'm on about? Not the same without Ripper. That's just terrible. Let's have a look. Let's see. I have interest. Like, so you're standing here and stuff's there. Because we need a spot for, like, alchemy stuff and whatnot. Like, doing your alchemy work and whatnot. Whatnot. I mean, above the windows would kind of make sense, I suppose. What would you like to say? Yeah, there and everywhere. Yeah. Or smell food being prepared. E5, is that the number? Looks to be the number to me. Oh, that goes flush against there. I should do the same. There you go. A little tip for any of you wanting a mod. It's good if you can try and line things up and use like these marks in textures to prevent this from looking like a horrible seam. It looks like they kind of connect together, the wall and the spacer. So you just use little bits of a texture like that and it makes a big difference with just how the overall thing looks. I've done the same here accidentally, and then if I've done that one, if I grab this one, pull this over. Really clever using things like that. So, where, for example, bollocks. That one's too low down. So where these would just be digging into here, it just doesn't quite look right. Putting a nice trim on it, using another spacer, really makes it look that little bit better. Really neat. What do I do with that spacer? There it is. So I said above the windows, didn't I? I wonder how that's going to look here. Is there a... yeah, that one gap. 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 Bollocks. Lift. It'll look a bit weird. It's not perfectly symmetrical. It's very difficult with the way the tower's made here, but hey ho. It don't matter. 15. In case anyone's wondering how I end up zooming like this and then all of a sudden I can just do this. I've got like a fast scroll on my mouse. It's not great to have on all the while though, so luckily it's got like a little switch thing to go between the two. Yeah, this makes CK work very, very much easier zooming in and out. But when you're in like exterior cells doing it, it just judders and lags. It's all a bit weird, but that's part it's cool. Right, that's interesting. I want to take a take a look at some of the other. Look at the old one, but I haven't loaded the old one with this, which is really annoying, so I can't look at it. We're on the move, are you? I told you not to sit there. You'll just sleep. Don't sleep. It's your weekend. Nope. How about this? Put it there. Do 650 as a nice overall number. What are you going to do? Oh, I'll have a lemon slice, please. Thank you. I read your name and all I saw was ostrich. I'm sorry, I'm going to call you ostrich because I'll just get muddled up trying to actually pronounce that, so I'm just going to call you ostrich. Welcome to the stream. Articulated random intelligence, welcome to the stream. Huge upgrade, looks awesome. Thank you, Phantom. You are biased though, aren't you, Phantom? Let's be honest. Really? Thank you. What? Put crumbs on the floor. Who put crumbs on the floor? I didn't put crumbs on the floor. They put themselves down there. Smell that, guys. That smell good. Second time you've been called ostrich. Oh no. Third time's a charm. Yeah, try my nose. How it smells. Smells good. Smell it. So you had a question. Do you also create your own models and textures? Nah, kind of. Not in a, like, you know, clever professional way. Before I just sort of mash things together in Nifscope. Texture-wise, I just do some edits. I don't really make my own as such. I've only just got into Blender so much, so not very well, but yes. Ah, this is afternoon snack. Is it possible to have windows illuminate the tower during the day? And you can do this with any exterior with windows if it's been set up right. No. What you get here, it's a fudge. Basically. The way that Skyrim does it. It's bullshit. But it's better than nothing. You have to do it sort of on the item itself in the world. And you'll go along and you'll click on emittance. And you can have, like, this won't change because I'm just doing it on this for now. But you might see it change in real time, you might not. But the main one that you'll do to have it change depending on the day is there are different like light setups. A common one that I use is FX Light Region Invite. Hey! Invert Light Whiterun. And that will make the windows look sort of orangey, like there's light inside the tower during the evening, and then just like blank in the day. What I did in Mershgum to make a more kind of realistic effect of that is to have that in conjunction with enabling and disabling sort of windows that had that on and didn't have it on, to enable and disable the lights inside the house itself, so that if you turned a light off and you went outside at night, it wasn't lit up. The emittance was off there. But then if you went outside with the lights inside on, then you would see it. That makes sense. Welcome to the stream. We're working on Crenty Tower again. Luke, welcome to the stream. Been pain skirting bored all bloody morning. Go to have 5 minutes sit down, die streaming. That's me. Relax with an ale. Welcome to the stream. Right, okie doke. So, yeah, one of the new meshes that I'm proud of that doesn't crash the kit, which is amazing, is this donut. This ring donut with glass in the middle. There's meant to be a bit there, but it doesn't appear, and I don't know why, and I don't really care, because I kind of just covered it with a spacer. But other than the fact that some of it doesn't work, it's great. So, these things on the edges, I'm thinking of having as different things. So, what we could do here is we are going to need a portal at one of these points. Now, the problem with the portal... Nuts and cheese. It's gonna crash. I don't know why it's gonna crash, or has crashed, but it's crashed. Alright, what I'm gonna do, because I was selecting my portal, it's possible I did something to kill it. Let's have a look at portal active. Diffuse. That wasn't it. Was that the crash? Wonder. Portal inactive. Portal ring. It might have just been a weird thing. Oh, inactive. Inactive's dead. Alright, portal inactive. Really good trick for you all there. If you open up Creation Kit and then you don't load anything and you need to test if a mesh is going to crash it, rather than load all of your project, and if you haven't got a super quick computer and it takes ages to load the Creation Kit, the last thing you want to do is load the whole damn project and then view something again and it dies. If you suspect a mesh, grab it, drag it in with static highlighted or whatever type of object it is. It will put it in. It won't have an actual active project as such here. And then what you do, so you just go whack it in there, you right click, you preview, and you get the errors that are associated with it. You also get the preview window, and then if it crashes, you know there's something wrong with that mesh. So that's happening here for some reason. So clearly there's something I've ballsed up on. So what we've got here, and I've already seen the problem, the Skyrim shader type is set to default. The reason for that is I don't want it glowing or anything. However, what hasn't been done is the shader flag 2 for glowing wasn't unticked. So it was trying to apply a glow map to something that's not set up for it. So that caused a bit of a problem. So now, just to make sure that I'm right, I'm going to load the Creation Kit. I'm going to drag that updated sucker in there. And I'm going to preview it. The diffuse map error I think you get normally. And now it hasn't crashed, so I was right. So that just probably lost us some work because it's a big dickhead. But what we'll do is we'll also load up the previous version that was going to be the new version but went a bit silly. Changes to plugin no, because it was kind of making a weird test plugin there, so I'm just telling it to ignore it. Zim the Bard, welcome to stream. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to load with the other project. Now you can load two projects alongside each other in the Creation Kit. So if you've got some elements of another project you want inspiration from, or you want to copy something from, then you can do it. All you do is you set your own as the active file, and then the other one you just set up as a plugin. It won't do any association between the two, or it shouldn't do. But what will happen is if you copy things from the other mod that's just loaded up as a plugin, you need to make sure that if they're custom IDs within the mod, or custom objects or whatever, make sure you duplicate them. So you resave them as a new sort of ID for your mod that you're hooking it into. Otherwise what will happen is you'll load it back up, you'll probably get errors, and it won't have stuff, it'll be missing. So if if you started modding how many years ago or even recently, and you were like, well, I've loaded my plugin, and it's all loaded fine, but half the stuff I did last time's gone missing, and it's because you weren't active file. That's why you're doing the same here. This is just a plugin file and it's not a master, so if I made any changes to this thing or any cells, it's not going to happen. The other thing that you want to do after you've done this like once or twice or however many times, you want to keep checking on your plugin, your active plugin, to make sure that it's not got any remnants from this. So a couple of instances I had, it remembered the name of the cell from here, but then it was blank and empty, so I just got rid of it, removed it, and exit it. The other thing I had is that I was messing with dialog views, viewing what they were like in this one and this one, and then this one threw up errors in Xedit later on, saying I can't find the dialog views you were viewing to do with Corinthia Tower TFL, because it's not associated with it, so I had to delete those dialog views. So weird things like that. So it's not really something you want to do all the while, but it is handy if you don't touch anything here and you're not messing with anything too complex or copying stuff. It's really good to be able to another thing it's good for, if you're making a mod and it's going to be very close to somebody else's mod that you either want in your own game or you know that people are going to care about, and you don't want to put something overlapping on it, whether that be navmesh or physical objects or anything like that, you can load that mod alongside yours, whether it be earlier on or later on at whatever point, like this, just to be able to see it. So an example is Or's Rest is right next to Mammoth Manor, I think it is. Is it Mammoth Manor? Mammoth Manor? Phantom will know. But it's right next to whatever, and I needed to make sure it wasn't going to clash with it, because one, I've got that in my own special edition, and two, people like that house. It's quite popular. So I loaded it up just to make sure that when I expanded the docks out, I wasn't jumping into that cell and touching anything, so that the two remained compatible, which is really, really handy. So yeah. Breathe. Yeah, Mammoth Manor. I put my fan on, it might get a little noisy in the background. Oh, pardon me. Oh, excuse me. I didn't miss it much, really. I was just trying to figure out if we're having a lift, if we're just having a portal, or whatever we're doing to get between the mage cores and the alchemy above, now called the arboretum. Okay, so as you can see here, I've actually got all of the cells loaded from the old one alongside mine, but mine have the little star or asterisk next to them to symbolise what this mod's actually editing, what it's adding. So if I go into here now, got that error again, so I still haven't fixed them windows. That's really strange. I don't know what's happening there. Yeah, I think we've lost. Oh no, no, I must have saved. We've got our spaces in there. So really, the thing that I was about to try and show, which was relating to portals, if I may, Creation Kit. So here's my portal. And the thing with this is it's bloody round. And it usually winds up at the size 0.75, I think. Or 0.6 sounds better and looks more like it. I can check. We want to do... You can just pop outside. You know what? The easier way of doing this would be to go under use instances and then go direct to yourself from there. Okay. So how big is this thing? And bear in mind, we're supposed to have a load of other crap around the edge of it. So it's 0.5, but with a lot of crap around the edge. And same thing, I can go right back into mage cores there. Nice way of bouncing between things. Trying to make two add some more fixed trees, but I don't know how for full fixed trees. Mod I'm editing. Again, you're probably not going to see it very well because my ultra wide, but little asterisks, a star, whatnot, next to all the stuff in the cell is your active plugin. Everything else is from the other mod. It's got rid of the spacers. There we go. Refresh. Right. So this being 0.5 is going to be a good indicator of my portal location. Now, what I could do, I could bring this out, but you start encroaching on space then, but that's not a problem here as such. So really, yeah, it starts to look really iffy and weird and dumb. I don't like it. This really does encroach on space then. I really love that waterfall, just stepped up one above the entranceway, so there's no way in hell I want to be moving that. But that could have been where the portal was and then some steps down. Fuck. Good. Alright. What happens here? Dig it out, can you? Yeah. 752. Let me have a look at something very interesting. If there's this here, 752 height. Where does it go up to? It does go pretty much up the edges, very much like that does. To rotate it, you'd put it in at like minus 105. Hide that thing, hide that. Ooh, this is bad. Pretending there's no hole there. I don't know about that. I mean, that's bang your head territory, but it's no different to here, really, where you'd walk around this bit here. A bit tight, but there. And what you'd do, I imagine, let's hide that. Where'd I put that portal? Here it is. Still not quite right. Still not enough. Oh, I don't know. Pushing it, really. Pushing it. Sure, you could make it smaller. Bit shit then, though, isn't it? Could make that smaller overall, actually. Double that, replace it with the ring. That decides destination. Interesting. Close. Also got over here, I believe it was. Hide all your effects, grab them, copy them, paste them over here. I'm not really sure if this will work, to be honest. very interesting at least. Seems weird to me. Mainly a concept at the moment. Bridge. Like a Dwemer one. Kind of curves around. Thought these curved down. Aha! Ramp. These are obviously humongous. It's like, I don't know. Sort of stupid looking. You know what? That's a big fat no. Nope. Really, really annoying. Have a look at steps. Let's go under. Play around with it a little bit. See where it can get. It's very difficult, this room. It'll be the hardest one to do, which is probably good that we start with it. Crossbar onto stream. This totally doesn't work because it sticks down, but it's interesting to get a view. Let's search for stairs. No way is it going to work. I didn't see the idea I was going for, but it fizzled out pretty quickly. Weird this is. So that comes in about half. Where does that come into? That also comes into about half. Very interesting. Maybe we're trying too hard. How do we delete this? Why don't we go ahead and seat this down? I'm just worried about it looking freakish. Like, the general layout of it's getting weird as hell. I mean, thinking about it, what it will wind up being, it will have like a desk here. That's lagging like mad. A desk here, a gap. A waterfall, a gap, a desk here. That's very symmetrical. That's fine. A gap here. Oh, not a gap, no. A room thing here. Opposite this mainish thing is another main thing, which is the portal itself. Then you've got over here. Have we got a gap there? We got a gap there, and then that. So that gap. Then you've got the lift up, fancy lift up. So if we had a fancy lift thing up there. And so lift there and exit. You know what I'm getting at? It's symmetrical in the sense of major things being in the right places, but things look all a bit different around the room. Interesting. I don't think that'll be a problem. You could probably actually jump from there. It'd be a bad idea. But yeah. The lift could still be a thing, because I don't really want you going blah, 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 teleporting between two. This room I really wanted to have work. In terms of, you know, going around it. Hang on a minute. Let me have a look at the observatory chamber that this is based on. And let's see how far round these steps go. They go further than a quarter, almost, if not actually a half. So if the steps reached there, that would mean, or even there, then how many gaps do we think that's going to take up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And encroaching on 6. 1, 2, 3. You're already fucked because it's covering the window. 4, 5, 6. Totally fucked because it's crossing over the entranceway into the bottom section from the lift. Pandas! That's not good. Alright, so a ramp is not the answer. And plus, I've walked up that ramp and it's just painfully long. Just like the very original Corinthian Tower. Way too long of a ramp. Too much. You want a quick lift. Now, let's have a look at the distance. I think I'll be fine stepping on that and then it automatically goes thud. That's not too long. That's no much longer than running up a ramp or something to get to the top of that section. Plus, you can then just use the portal when you're done here to beam off to wherever you want to go, which is fine. And if the player wants to be a real weirdo and just not care and they want to get down quickly, they could jump off and land on a bookshelf or something and then hop down from it if they want to be weird about it and they don't want to use the lift. So that's interesting. I think it could work. The question remaining now is how do we make the portal look a bit better than that? And also how do we get the lift to not suck? Very interesting. So this is kind of square-like, which would help if it looked more square-like. Basically, it's got this round lip on the front that I want to cover up and make look better here. Make it like a clipping into it sort of thing. Lift on the outside, I've already got that. that's the main lift that links stuff together. But it doesn't cover both these rooms. I mean, it could, but it also would be a loading door lift, so it wouldn't work, unfortunately. Okay. Well, let's work with this rough idea now and see where we want to go with it. And let's say that was there. Let's just work up a weird concept thing. Minus 30 there. Now that doesn't cross halfway over it. The other thing I'm risking really is losing the nice effect of this glass floor. It's getting covered up like mad. I don't mind the other circles coming into it, but it's looking weird. No, it's not. No, it's not looking weird. No, we've got on it. No, it's fine, isn't it? It's just looking weird at the minute because of this one coming out. So if we can put this back. Touching into it. Touching into it, that one touching into it. And then we've got room. Another question is how much of a step is that? Right, without those two. Hell of a step up. Hell of a step up. You're not good at all. Got a lot more sort of geometry going for it. Where is that? I don't like them bridges. They look bullshit. They look fudged to me. Don't look good at all. Re-show that. Very interesting. Delete that. They're not coming in. I can definitely make the lift work. It'll be very interesting. The portal's the main thing I'm looking at here. Because you've also got to have actually no, you know what, like the pedestal for controlling it will be perfectly fine there. I've actually taken a very large structure for the first time, this very large structure, and I've made it bloody difficult to work it. I've actually made it so there's not a lot of room. What I do need, actually, is probably a bloody table, because I need to know how high this thing is. Don't like that track. That's not even high enough. It's huge. For a table, that's huge. Massive. I think I know what to do. I know what to do. I ain't gonna. This space is going to come up in nice increments, he says. What happened there? I thought I had 3. You bastard. I thought I had 3. Got 3 now. What happened there? Weird. How's that not gone down far enough? Or has it? Very difficult to tell. Hang on. Kinda has. Not really. There's a waterfall? Yes. It's cool. You have no choice but to think it's cool as well. It is cool. If I say it's cool, it's bloody cool. Accept its coolness. Weird from underneath. Super weird from underneath. We also have to make sure they work as steps, because otherwise it's going to be a bit sugary. Now obviously I'm going to want all those to match up nicely. Oh crap. Oh, I know why that didn't work. Hang on a minute. That sort of came out a certain amount. Say a little more than that. Less. Better. Probably get away with that. There. Anymore of the stream. Difficult. Very difficult. Delete that. Bye. Didn't need you. Don't need you now. There's a lot of circle stuff going on as well. It's just not. It's not ringing right with me. I don't feel like it's good. It doesn't work. This feels great. This feels like the right amount of cool roundedness. That seems fine. But then slapping spacers all around the edge just seems off to me, and going across all of this nice glass flooring just seems wrong. It felt like this was a weird quirk that worked, you know? And that we've got a weird quirk there, and then a weird quirk over here, which each have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 between them. They're very well evened out. I don't think this rounded edge crap is working, and I don't think I need a portal here if I have a lift going from top to bottom, which would remove the problem we're having with it not fitting in terms of size. So, this version to Alexa, nice one. Okay, that makes that broken again, but I can fix that. So yeah, I don't like all this roundedness. I think what we do now is we actually try and make that lift work as such. So like I say, weird quirkiness on those sections and figure out the tables after, which can be like floating over the glass. So table wise being, if I just use this, hang on a minute. If I go to the one of the old alchemy areas to find out how I did it. It's fucking empty, hang on. Go to the other old one. Got two old ones. Here we go, this is where it gets interesting. So these things were used here. What are these? Ha! The tables! Brilliant. Oh, not so brilliant. That's interesting. They're... what are they? Are they? No. They're other things. What are they? What are they like? They're not Sovereign Guard as such. They're, oh, what are they called? What are they called? There's a very specific mesh that I'm looking for. That's all cave stuff. I think it is actually a table. Because all I want is the shape. I don't want to go importing something in from another mod until I know that I want to use it. It's like a weird mid-table thing. That's it. That's the shape that I need. Poke it with a stick. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Right, so let's have a think. Let's see. Let's test something, because before I do that lift, I just want to see if my hovering desk idea is going to look good or not. At the windows was a good starting point. Hovering over them. Now, obviously that's small. The other thing we're going to need is an actual table that we can use as reference for height. So let's do that. That's cool. That's not going to go well. Interesting. So let's say a table is there. You're standing there for it. Good point for it. And what you want here is about there then. Here, let's say. Good. How is that going to work? It looks silly. Put two roughly together, not perfectly, just roughly. Here is where you'd want it, but obviously there's a big gap over that, so that's not good. You'd risk falling down a hole. Really, we want to push closer to the edge, but I want to be careful how big this is. To be cutting into that a bit. Problem. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. You do get. Go on. This is going to have to be 1.6. sort of meet it. At 5, 6. That being bigger might help us. Oh, what is this thing doing? Going nuts. I have to silent those notifications after. Let's see. Alright, that might work. I feel like something will have to happen here, though. I'm just looking at this now and I'm not liking it at all. Have a look, because I actually blocked that well off before. I did it as alternate. I might not want to do that now. No, I think I still do. And my mum's playing The Sims because she's just kicked me off of EA. She's got my account details so she can play The Sims and I'm not playing it. Because when you spend all of the money for all the packs on The Sims, if your mum can play it every single night, it makes it a bit more worth the money when you're not playing it quite as much as you probably should for how much it costs. D&D module. That'd be cool. Host runs a stream. I am a modder indeed. Let's see. I'm trying to do something interesting with this. Really want to be careful how big this ends up. 7.5. Is that broken through? No, it's fine. I just feel I really need to fill the ugliness, like hide it. It doesn't look so bad there, and whoever looks up. But like, That's not so bad. We can design around that. I mean, if we wanted to start to just make things not suck. Dangly bits, dangly vines that don't look good. All about vine ceiling. That's kind of what I want, but let me get crappy ones without collision first. Go away, yay. Poo. Okay, it's not really going to work. Not unless I get it smaller or something. But the walls without collision? Then we might as well go for the real ones. No collision. Make it too small, it starts to look silly though. Yeah, what I was seeing in my head is not translating into the mod at all. I don't know though. Go on. Might start there. Right, I know it's the same vine, so I'm going to see what other ones there are. Same thing all the while won't work. Bastard. Might be a bit better. In vines. Stupid vines. Stupid vines. Like them. Can never get me bloody directions right on these sodding things. Right, there we go. They've probably this is interesting. It's looking interesting. Something will have to go alongside this to make it different. Sometimes I think something's going to look horrendous and stupid, but when you start piecing it together, sometimes it can work. Add a little something, you know? This will work because this looks too plain otherwise. Just gonna take time to put these vines in because if they're all samey it won't work. Sometimes it actually helps to spend a little time on something else in the room whilst you figure something else out to get a better feel of it, and you'll get a feeling of a bit of progression rather than being stuck on something. At that point it's just dull and annoying. Alright, there we go. Have we sort of cycled through this list? Let's go back to the other mix. Yeah, mix it up. Mix it up a bit. Let's see. This is it's really on the wall though, is it? No, it's not. Push it up now. Bring it out a bit. I don't know why they're pitch black when they're like when you change the lighting off. It's really weird. And what I could do, I could kill these. I could have these like the dead versions when you enter, and then they sort of liven up after you start filling the alchemy lab back up with stuff. Now that would make sense. Because the only way that I really sort of symbolized change before, like rundown versus not rundown, was to just have rubble heaps everywhere This time around, what I was going to do is have certain furniture pieces, certain tables, like smashed in down, a little bit of rubble still, muck on the ground, not leaves, but maybe dead leaves, to sweep. But not necessarily have to go around and sweep them. I don't want things being tedious. But the other thing here, like dead old vines that spring back to life when you sort of replace like plants and stuff. That's better. That's a bit more like we've got some more avenues to, like I say, signify things being run down. What I'm doing here is filling in the gap a bit. Thank you for the follow, Post. Don't know why I said it like that. Thank you for the fellow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I don't want that in there. Come on, bagger off into the wall, would you? Oh, that's better. That doesn't look as samey anymore. That's cool. I like it. Can that bloody tree go away? There we go. It's in the way. Bloody tree. Speak of it. Right, here we are. Two. Again. I want another vine thing. Holy crackers and cheese. That's not what I wanted. Ah, large. A slightly different pointy up shape vine is what I needed there. Because this is going to make this, rather than just a boring round thing, it's going to have like these shooting up bits. It's going to look cooler. More interesting. More design to it. That's cool. I like it. There. Like that. Duplicate that one. Duplicate it again. Replace it. Put number 1 in. Just to mix things up a little. Save regularly because this likes to crash. For pure funsies. Nah, elegant, simple. I know what you're saying. I'm not going silly with it. It is still simple. It's just vines and some pokey bits. Getting too silly with it would probably be like, oh, I'm going to put some little flowers with it and stuff. Things like that. Getting a bit too. This is fine. This makes this more interesting because I was originally looking at it. I was looking at like this, and I thought, I'll have some weird fence thing or whatever, but this is more natural and true to what the room looks like, what it is. I know. Yeah. Clever. Clever way of doing that. Different. Yes, I like it. Very much like that. Copy that. I think there's a number 3 I could use here. It's just thin enough for it. Yeah. And where's me number 2? I'll just swap out whatever this one is. It is number 2. Haha. Alright, spin it around then. Do this. Use another number 2. Good. Play with these fucking pointy bits. What is going on? Oh, God. No. Oh. Spin, goddammit. Spin where I need you to spin. Don't just spin in a random direction. I want to do like a crossover of these ones. Anyone's going to look up and see that? Probably. Like this one to maybe come off of it and into the floor-ish. Sort of circle around it, put it onto the ground. Getting a little bit out of hand. I feel like I'm playing with tentacles or something. It's really weird. That'll do. Is the resistance a crap ton of ivy? Not really ivy. They're vines. The ivy I hate people using everywhere in their houses is this. Like now this would be being silly, like, oh, I'm going to add a load of ivy as well, because ivy makes the world a better place. Like, no, it doesn't. Although, to be fair... No, I'm kidding. This would be silly now. This I feel would ruin the look, and this is what most modders bloody do. They don't know how to make it full. So everything has to be full. Every wall has to be covered. So they'd just go crazy and they'd dump this shit everywhere. And they'd be like, ivy is the easiest cheat in the world to just fill all the walls so I don't have to put any clutter in. And I did it early on in my modding time. And you just cover it with ivy. And at first you think, wow, that's beautiful and green. But then you realise, no, it isn't. It's disgusting. And it's stupid. And it's cheaty. And there's nothing there. It's done. As Phantom said, less can be more. It's just how it's arranged. That's cool. Just whatever you do, don't climb up the wall with a ladder or a spell to clean the windows at the top and fucking slip and fall. Otherwise, if you land on one of these, you've had it. That's all I'll say about that. That's cool. Makes my smile. I'm not saying don't use it. What I'm saying is don't overuse it. That's what a lot of people do. They just overdo it. And then at first glance, you'll look at something covered in ivy and you'll be like, that's gorgeous. But then you'll be like, oh, hang on a minute. It's a bit nuts, isn't it? It's a bit too much. So now we can go back to our table. I don't know how I got from I'm going to build a lift to I'm not going to build a lift. I'm going to sort a hovering table to I'm going to put ivy around this random structure piece. Somehow we got there. Right. Let's have a look. Deleting... let's keep that as reference. Hang on. Not quite right yet. About there. Look at that. The height's all off. It's not staying there for now. This. But it's there. There we go. We can do it now. And there is your thingy. And they've got gaps in them, which is annoying. We could try this. Fill them in a fudge-tastic way. No dark, that does not work at all. Or does it? I mean, you're going to have to go in with a magnoscope. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. That end bit kind of hangs off. But if you're just wandering around here, you're really not going to look at that. Could do that. Blue. It's possible this stays. And no, it's poking through. It looks hideous. No good. Screw that. No, I don't know what I'll do then. Cover it with something. Yes, because that was sort of in the wall before. No, it's not. Chat is on screen as well, if you can read it. But there's not a lot of it actually. Oh, but why is my footstool wondered? Ivy would hide that. Oh. You know what, Monk? You're probably right. There we go. Got an idea as well. I know what I'm going to do. I think you're going to like this, Monk. In fact, you're going to love it. You're going to freaking love it. There we go. Cover the whole table in ivy and then you can't see any of its imperfections. There we go. Doesn't that look good? Maybe not. Funnily enough, the ivy did cover it quite nicely. It did. It covered it. Fine. Alright. Delete that. We've got the height sort of right. Price is right. That's 615. Okay. What's we want to do? Can't grow without water. Makes no sense to place for it there. It doesn't make sense. Quest objective. Grow all the ivy to hide the seams in your tower. For this you will need a bucket and some water. And you'll have to up a new skill called Ivy Master. I don't know about this. Oh, that's sinking into the floor. That's better. Oh, a lot of this might be sinking into the floor. Hang on a minute. I swear I had more stuff on that frickin' table. Where did that go? Give me book, please. That's better. I don't know who took it. Someone took it. Oh, I also want to make that a bit bigger because it felt crappy, didn't it? 0.4 works. Really cool. This is quite right either. Really nice. Okay, looking really crap. Is that it? All these need to rise up to match it. Rise up! That'll do. Hopefully that's all good now and fixed. So yeah, tables around the edges will stand out a lot less than putting circles everywhere. In fact, there'll be very little in the way of circles. Great. Nobody wanted to see that. This is better. This feels much, much better indeed. It's really, really interesting. We've done a couple of cool things. Let's have a look at this, because the idea that I've got now is to try and use those nice on the columns. That's not a Dwemer column, it just looks like... Oh, what that looks like. It just looks like a giant ice penis. Like, that just doesn't... Good. I don't want that. I need... column is it to end post? End post. There we go. Thanks to the sub. I don't make a lot of videos currently though, unfortunately. But if you want to get into modding, there's plenty of stuff on there. That's... Alright, we're really going to be messing here. This is really going to be a bit of concept work again. Play around with the concept and see how far it goes. Oh, trick again from earlier, where you sort of make a base for something. I'm trying to do here to some extent. Makes it there's a bit of shadow underneath it, sort of fake ambient occlusion kind of thing. Not ambient occlusion. Occlusion? Ambient occlusion? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's take this. Flick that around. Oh nuts! Oh god! Oh jolly hell! This is going to be right pain. Going in there nicely? Not really. Oh god! Oh god! No! Oh no! Off. All seems stupid. Oh, it's ugly. I don't like it. Nope, get rid of it. Kill it with fire. This is looking hideous. My attempts at creating a lift are failing miserably. Yes. Actually, that's still our marker. Let's see. Let me have a look at an actual Dwemer lift to see what I want to do.
This one has a plan.
I'm pretty sure this is something I would like to use. I'm going to freaking do something. I'm going to chop something up. I want those bits. That shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to put this in my import section. Blender. And open Blender. Well, I'd like to open Blender, but apparently opening Blender... Oh, there we go. Right. Let me delete that. There's nothing else in here. Or NIF. Imports and... power. There we go. One. Then I want to do edit mode. Delete all of that. Beep. That in the middle now. That'll do. Maybe. I don't know if I could set the position. There we go. That'll help. Roughly in the dot. And then I want to export the sucker as an OBJ, baby. Do my Skyrim preset. Lift piece. And then I don't want this. No. I go ahead, delete all this. Don't want collision. Yes. Like that. I import OBJ. Oh, there it is. Right, and then I'm gonna do that. We'll open another NIF scope and drag it over. Then we're gonna do. Gonna copy that BS fade node, delete that one, paste that in, copy the alpha, paste the alpha. There we go. Save that as. Data, meshes, CT, structure, interior. Details, CT, lift detail. One. Refresh cell. Then I'm going to re-navigate back to it, drag and drop it in, and hopefully it just works. Oh my god, it's good, isn't it? It's nice to know how to use Blender. Oh yeah. That's cool now. Really cool. And then we'll have some railing for the lift to go on. I love to mod. It makes my insides mushy. Let's see. Daryl, welcome to the stream. Anyone else I've missed as well, welcome to the stream. There's a lot obvious today.
God damn it, this doesn't work.
What the fuck?
Now twirl, honey.
Two in one go?
Twirl, honey, twirl. Skyrim Shuffle. Skyrim Shuffle. If you can't do
Thank you very much, Halcyon. Very much appreciated. Get a bit of Skyrim Shuffle.
For your pants, because you're wet. For your pants, because you're wet. For your pants, because
Magic Effect will blow my mind. Well, you haven't got it then, have you, Knight? You haven't got... You can't say... That's like saying, I've got an ice cream, would you like some? Oh, yes, please. I'll give you some once I've made it. You know? That's cheating. The teaser.
This weekend, get ready for a Black Knight magic effect that'll blow your mind. Even though it's not been made yet.
Oh, that's fucked. Hang on. Hang on. I don't need an alpha. Yes, I do need an alpha. Oh, nuts. Hang on a minute. Reload it. What I want is for that to be black. Can we change it so the alpha's totally broken, but does what we want it to do? Can't it used to be easy to break an alpha? You've up with all the settings and nothing happens. Ah! Damn it. Alright, fine. Oh, no, nuts. No, nuts. Nuts. Hang on. There. At 0.01, 0.01. Sit it right behind it. And what you do, you put this. Rid of that. With the environmental map, get rid of the environmental map. Get rid of the alpha. And then you replace that and you do textures black.dds. Oh! Oh! Well, that's a bit poo, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh, hold on a minute. I see what's going on here. There we go. I got it. I didn't do minus. Ah, lovely. That's more like it. Then you refresh and then we get what we want. Ah, yes. That's looking better now. Break the alpha and the rest of the pack fall in line. Coming soon. Oh, something's been sanitized. Well, best to sanitize in this age that we live in. Let's see if we can move the two. Yeah.
Oh,
This is great. Really, really great. That might actually not look awful. It does look awful. Hang on. Let me get natural light on this thing. Who's blooping my bloopers? Oh. Get a white crystal light thing. Yeah. When there's light on it, it's not so bad. Otherwise, it looks a bit cloudy. But I don't care. Fine. Colour-wise, it's a bit crap. I'll change that later. Alright, and then what you get like this, basically, or something like it. It's like a tick, 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 and it goes up, and it looks cool. Really doesn't need to be... Oh, and that doesn't work. Hang on. Oh. It's no good. Yeah, like I say, problem is it's not square or anything. Let me have a look at floor, because floor. What is this called? Structure floor O2 glass. Do I have a structure floor that isn't glass? I do indeed. Here we go. After. Kind of what we're looking for, I think. Fantastic weekend, no worries, and you too, Zim. Take it easy. Thank you very much for joining. We will catch you next time. As long as you're on time. Usually late nowadays. Poor. Better poor. Uh-oh. Creation Kit's entered fuck you mode. Somebody do the thumb command, please. We're going to have to close and reload. Ah. Bro, one gaming, welcome to stream. Thank you, Monk. Damn it. I can close Blender now, I know that worked. I hate that mode. I think it's when it just hits a weird memory limit and it won't use any more memory, so it just refuses to do certain things. It just locks up. I mean, it'll still function to some extent, but it just restricts loads of things that you can do. It's weird. I'm not using the 64-bit Creation Kit, I'm using Legacy, and then I port into SE. I love cheese and cheese loves me. Mage quarters. Error. Everybody loves a good error. It's fine. If we didn't have errors, we wouldn't have Bethesda. Let's see. No, stop moving. There we go. Right. Now a bit smaller. Group saves. Oh Christ! Isn't there like a save cleaner that you can download? I think there is. If any look, it's called Save Cleaner, but I don't know. That may work as a lift, sort of. Weird. Eat. Let's duplicate and drag. Let's see, so 0.5. Does that look? Duplicate, size you up and do 0.55. Duplicate and do 0.6. Down again. That's what we. That's a lot simpler than I planned, really, to be honest. And then if we had like a pedestal. It's not called a pedestal, is it? Of course it's not. Probably called Jesus' left nut 01 or something now, knowing Bethesda, what I'm looking for. Ah, I think it's because it's not Dwemer to begin with and I changed it. Or is it? Ah! Peekaboo. Ah, it's gone. Console, that's sort of what I called it. It's a Markarth piece, that's what it is. I am in the wrong place. That's what it is. It kind of is Dwemer, but it isn't. Well, it is. But it's not. Ah, hello. There it is. Found yous. It's a block. I suppose it is a block. I suppose that does make more sense. Where'd my block go? Deleted my block. Thank you very much. Like I needed the block. So the portals are looking to have something like this that sits there. Angled though, is it? Yeah, I don't know what I did. Kinda gonna want to change it a bit. Like that. There we go, something like that. Cool. An X marker. And then you'll go like, put your hand on it, go where you want it to go. Feel like this needs a standard back to it, the whole sort of lift thing. The same symmetric again. The texture bits connected there. Doesn't actually matter how it looks there, but basically, right, want to look sort of samey. Goes up and cut it off there actually. Fine. And then what we'd want is like a sort of maybe so one let's look at that trap thing. What's it called? Like a trap groove one. That's 60. That looks Hideous. Problem there too, you bang your frigging head. That may need to carry on up. Like here. Just a complete look. Oh, shite. I knew it wasn't going to reach quite far enough. There might do, though. Do we have like a shelf? Oh, here we go. Oh, bloody hell. That'd be it, really. Sort of flip it. That looks just stupid. No. Flickering will happen. Damn. It needs to go up to there, basically. Get away with something like that. Something then just goes there and covers it up, essentially, is what we need. This is easy enough. We can like move it down. And then budge this to where we want it. Yeah, I think we're achieving the same sort of thing with this lift that we wanted, really. I was going to end up doing like big pillars and like all this detailed crap around it, but it's turned out being really, really, really simplistic, sort of. So, interesting. Hang on. End posts. See you, Halcyon. Thank you again for the generous tip. Hope to see you next time. That's good. That looks good. By George, I think he's got it. I think I've figured it out. Does that look like that's not quite spun into position to you guys? Like it's not angled right on this one. Not, is it? certainly not angled right. That's better. You know what? Ain't got to be perfect. No one's getting out of tape measure. It's fine. And then it comes down. It's like jung. Thing is, it doesn't make sense that the railing kind of cuts off early. So, really annoying, but we're kind of gonna have to do this. Use another one. I mean, it should be a tiny mesh anyway, so. Won't be performance heavy at all. It's fine. That's better. Oh crap. What did I do with that? Did I delete that? What a lemon! Ah, what an absolute lemon head. Right. Hang on, that might have to be it anyway. Where is it? Is that at the right? No. Alright, then 0.42. Let me keep there as a marker. Really, it should stop there. Like there. Looks weird though. Oh, I'm an idiot. Ah. God damn, this isn't. That's what it should do. Sit in that. Bugger! You nuts. Hang on. I got this. I got it. I don't know, because then it's going to collide. Does that matter? It shouldn't matter. That'll be the last one that I nullify, isn't it? It is. It's the last son of a bitch that I actually nullify texture-wise. That's the one that I wanted. There we go. I did it. Brilliant. Not really though. Hang on. Need 2 of them. That'll do, and then it'll sit into it. That'll be like, what's 60 like? So... Don't mind if it does say you can't see that anyway, it's fine. Hey. Ah, shit, that looks dumb, doesn't it? Annoying. Oh, that's really going to look bad. That'll look bad, it'll clip through, you'll see it. Oh, nuts. Gone. This legit needs to... Fuck. No, it needs to fit. Fungus sticks, that's bad. That's what we've got there that shouldn't be there. This looks like it's in... God, I'm really trying to bullshit this, because what I can't do is just chop a hole in that thing. Wouldn't work. If in doubt, just cover it fucking up. That don't work. That looks really hideous. Bugger. There is another option. There is another option here. And that option is to just not give a shit. No worries, articulated intelligence. We'll catch you next time. I'll be ending soon anyway. Yeah, that's really gonna clip, which is really shit, but hey ho. Yeah, if someone says like it clips, I'll say, well, you make a big wizard's tower that comes out the mountain then. Because quite frankly, I don't have much of an answer. Because, I mean, yeah, you can make the ring smaller and it'll work, but then our floating desks don't work because you're too far from them. So it's have desks that you could fall to your death from at any moment in time, or it's have a spacer, clip through something, and hopefully nobody looks up. I think I'd rather go with the clipping thing, wouldn't you guys? So what's the top? Would 610 work for us? Yes, it would. 610. That's easy enough. That's good. I like that. Okay. 8. Inner part move, or would that be too small? No, problem with making the inner part, like if we did that and then we bring it down, it's no longer contacting with the rails, which is a slight fuck up. Anders. Never mind. Ah, it's fine. We'll leave it. It's all good. It's a cool lift. It's a fucking lift in Skyrim, for Christ's sakes. They can sod off. It's like, come on. It's a lift. Doesn't matter if it clips. A lift that comes down into your like mage cores and up into your garden, your personal garden, with a freaking dome over it that looks out to the world. Come on. You're moaning about a bit of clipping? Not a problem. But this is selecting something that it's not meant to, and I think it just rotated it, so I had to undo. Or I lost stuff that I did not want to lose. That'll work. Kind of. That's fine for now. It's very rough, just very rough layout. We can tie it up afterwards. That's a lift into here, which is nice. That might be cool indeed. And then if you want, rather than call the lift, you can just jump to your death, which is lovely. However, we do need controls at the top, and I don't know how they would work. Very thick mesh, see? Bugger. That'll poke through the floor. Oh, what?
Weird.
I don't know. I don't. Horizontal out the wall? Yeah, you could do that. There's nothing says it has to look the same, I suppose. And yeah, if you board it up and then just completely screwed up the angle. How fabulously useful. Ah, this fucking thing. Right, alright. That's why doesn't this just you know, something there needs to be close to 90, and then 60, and then minus 90. Yeah. Yeah, poke out there, same hand thing. It's like, boop. Come down then. That's cool. Alright. I'm going to be very, very careful though when I come back to polishing it, because all this is very concepty at the minute. So what I'm happy with, like totally happy design wise with keeping, I really like what we did around the waterfall. Just some vines and some main ones poking up, and in varying sort of angles really works. We've got just the right sort of effects for the water falling and splashing and then coming out. Nothing too fancy there, it's just what it is. The alchemy is perfect, always has been. That's why it's been copied over from all iterations near enough for the game, other than the very, not the game, but the mod, or even the very first. I wonder what the original Cranthea Towers one looked like. And I'll go back because I'm going off on one here. Wow, if you search Cranthea Tower, you just get you just get the reborn version. That's really annoying. I wonder what the old alchemy area used to look like. Oh my god, that is abysmally dull and boring. Oh, it's awful. There's oh god. Oh my god, what is that? That's the conjuring area. That was the portal room. I kind of like the portal room. That was kind of cool. And then this isn't even in a tower at all. It's just tacked on. A kitchen. I'm not. I'm not going there. That's the very original. So from Reborn through to what was going to be the new version, through to this, and through all the iterations of Reborn, that's really remained the same. It's gorgeous. It's very much in the style of what this mod was inspired by, which is Frostcrag's Spire from Oblivion. This thing, this place, this tower here was the inspiration, if you can even see it. Christ. This thing, this big whopper dropper. Do we have like the alchemy area? That's the one. That's what I want to look at. So direct inspiration. What that had though, it had like an Oblivion section. All the ingredients that you'd find in Oblivion were like put in there with lava. That would look horrendous here, and I don't need it. So I kept mine all green, so arguably mine I think is nicer, and it actually has more to it, like a tree and stuff. So that's where that came from, which is nice. Yeah, it's in Bruma too. I really need to go and play Bruma so I can go into it in Bruma. That would be like nostalgia heaven for me. Love that place. So that's what I'm happy with. Really happy with the Alchemy Lab. Really happy with where we're putting it now. Really happy with the waterfall now too. That's really cool. Before we just had a waterfall on a wall. That was basically it. Now it's got some design around it. It's like a feature of the actual room. The glass floor, really happy with it. Gives this room a little bit of something different. Then there's the lift is interesting, but it doesn't look right yet. It's very basic, needs a little bit of something around it, a little bit more to it. We need to polish off what this thing's going to look like. And frankly, I'm going to delete it because... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. Hang on. Make sure... Yeah, it's a Markarth block. It'll need retexturing so it's dulled down and it'll meld in. I want to make sure it looks like what I want it to be. I might need to put a little design to that. Overall, it's starting to come together, the lift, but I want something more to it. So the lift needs tweaking. These tables, the locations of them being basically at the windows, that gives you 3 areas surrounding that you can place stuff in. So that'll be perfect. And then I'll put banners and sconces on the other walls, and then I'll be happier. It'll start to look right. It'll start coming together. Obviously, the dome is amazing. It's perfectly put together this tile. My God, no, it's not. Uh-oh. Naughty. Very naughty. That's not perfect. It is now, kind of. Might need rotating a bit, though. That's fine. So yeah, the dome's nice. Really happy with that. Really what I'm not happy with yet is the lift, and we just don't have like sconces around. I want to be careful how I design them as well. I mean, outside they're really, really simplistic and nice. And here they've got to be a wall version, which might be interesting. I'm not sure about these shelves up top. I don't think I'm liking those ideas, so I'm going to remove them. And then I'll figure out how to hide those things afterwards, because I'm not a fan of the shelf. Crap. I've used that in the past, it doesn't work very well, it's not very good. That's covering that hole, that's what the shelf was for. Yeah. Okay, fuck it. I could probably make the shelves work nicer by not using those and doing something else or designing something with them. Let me have a look at what I've sort of done with those before. Because I think what I've done is I've made like planters with them. Probably in the old lobby. Yeah. Made planters out of them, which is really quite a good idea actually. So this old lobby and stuff, which isn't going to be called the lobby anymore. It's going to be the spirit room. I'm going to be changing that. I'm not so certain that I'm really going to keep this in the new spirit room. The stairs going up. I always like the idea. I like using it, but it's always a pain to put together. And the shape is so awkward. And it's actually very familiar with where it's come from. It's not actually a Dwemer thing. And it really takes away from the centerpiece. It sort of interferes with it. It clips into it, so I'm probably going to get rid of that. But that's for a whole different thing anyway. That's something else to worry about later on. But yeah, you can see, yeah, basically I use them as planters and stuff. It's going to be so different. However, what you can see in this iteration of what was going to be the new one are custom sort of really cool custom like tables and stuff for like enchanting. Really love that stuff. Definitely going to be going with that again. Definitely want to reuse some of this stuff. It's really good. But it needs to be... It needs to make more sense. Yeah, it's all a bit mishmash, as you can see. Go to the other alchemy area, see if there's anything I'm missing that I think I need. Pipes are not coming back. Planters around the edges, really. That's a thing. Actual planter pots is something else that I need. I really need to come back. Yeah, sconces here. See, same idea as what I've reused at the entranceway, the new entranceway. This thing with like a bowl thing on top. Does kind of work. Yeah, I'm not putting the sprinklers back. Doing something else with it instead. Really, something different. A bit more magical. Okay, so yeah, the lift. Yeah, the lift will come together. That's not too bad. That'll work. And then, yeah, I'm putting these floating things is really the question. It's differently designed. I've retextured one, I think. I just want a standard one, really. Don't need a retexture. Yeah. work. Might know why I retextured it. Oh no, no, that is centered. That's fine. Oh, that's good then. Yeah, that's kind of the idea there with like high up planters. That'll kind of link up with the sort of different height level with the waterfall. That might play in nicer in this room, funnily enough. Yeah, that might play a little nicer this time. That actually looks quite nice. Feel good. And then I had soil somewhere, so I thought I had my own landscapey stuff. Dirt. And then, before you know it, we have dirt. That's nice. That's bumpy too, that's real nice. Why'd I have to make the dirt pile such an awkward shape? I have no idea. It's really annoying. You sometimes just want square things, don't you, really? I wasn't going to do tablets. I thought I'd drop the tablet in the Coke then. That was going to be very interesting. Try fishing that out. Said hi. Zim said hi. Hi. Zim. She said hi. Well, she said hi! Here we go. Oh, I could look good there too, actually. Why do you guys love her so much and you don't get that excited when I appear? It's like, oh, hey, Doc.
Best.
You don't have a say in this. I'm asking them. You hear that? Seriously. So I'm the best, that's why. It's like, what the hell? Because you're supposed to be here. Okay. Wasn't as bad as an answer as I was expecting. Panic Monk said hi to your hand. Something about hiding your foot. No. 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 Alright, there we go. Perfect. So, now we've got these planters that I was going about not bothering with. That I bothered with anyway. Very nice. A bit weird, actually, that the one on top of there is actually there. Ah, we want... What? Of course it's lagging. It's a creation kit. Hang on a minute. Really, we're going to need one there too.
Lots of plants, you see. That's what we need.
Let
me have a look. All you need.
That'll do. And because that'll drive my brain crazy. Alright, there we go. So we've got what we want now. That's better. This is missing over here. Changed it up a bit. Where's the other window? Yeah, it's got a thing. I was going to change it, wasn't I? So now we're kind of putting it back. What I wanted in the end. Much better. Perfect. That's nice. Really looking neat. Filled all the gaps here. Good. Really neat. Really, really neat. All I want to do... Just going to fill this ink. It's really annoying when you're down there and look out. Let's just block that off for now. Imagine there's a thing there. Plants around the edges and tidy up the left. Put in some banners, put in some sconces just in the right areas, and all of a sudden we might be looking at a nice alchemy lab. And obviously we're going to put some tables in. So I'll figure those tables out. I'll put one there and one there, and then probably one over there. So I have 3 tables. One will have a big alchemy, custom alchemy lab on it, and the other 2 will have whatever they need to have on them. And considering that what we were thinking of earlier on in the stream was to have all these circles everywhere, I think this looks better. Much, much, much better. Much more controlled, much nicer, much more open, not so much like we're losing space or anything. Utilising the space a bit more. And it will have all the I think, like I say, all these different levels and things. Make it a bit more interesting. It's not so straight and perfect. It's cool. Yeah, so things will need retexturing later on. Polish things off. I need to add more furnishing in there as well. There'll be clutter on the tables, there'll be plants around the edges, like I say, there'll be sconces, there'll be banners, and at that point the design of it should be done in terms of the alchemy lab. So then I won't be moving on to the mage quarters below it. I'll be leaving it because that really needs a bit more thought. Yeah. I'm just going to have a little think now before I end on the lighting for these windows, because I think I'm going to be looking at having one central fire in the middle at the bottom, I've got one central light at the very top for the sun. That's 2. You can usually get away with about 7 active lights. So in terms of sun, 1 at the top, 3 round the edge at the bottom. We're already on 4. 1 central one in the middle to make 5. And a central one at the garden to make 6. Then I wanted sconces. Those are going to have their own light sources. That could cause issues. However, I'm also going to make it so that you can control when you turn on and off the garden. So that gives you some leeway. It really depends. I mean, if you think about it, the time that you're going to use the garden is only really during the day. Because why would you go picking plants at night? And even if you did, you just light the green lights. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if I want sconces or if I just want individual smaller lights that we could possibly get away with at each of the tables and then just let the natural light shine through. I think that's what we're going to need to do. Also need to be stronger. Ooh, we might get away with it. Light flicker is basically my concern, which is really frustrating. I hate it. Annoying. Yeah. Hopefully it will be pretty. Lighting is always the thing that I struggle with, but with my new dynamic light system where you can choose how many you want active at a time and control the light flicker, it would be better. So, hopefully, yeah, that's come along. That's going to be good. It still looks relatively simple. It's nice. I really want some of the structure and just the stuff designed on the structure, like this vine stuff, to add the detail. I don't want to just be like banner, 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 banner all the way round just to fill it up. So, well, merge component will work in here. Yeah, it'll work. Don't know how good it'll be. We'll see though. Okay, cool. But anywho, yeah, looking good, getting there, and yeah, I do need to just add this to the Trello real quick. That's it. I don't like things on notepads. Just temporary. I use Notepad for, and then transfer everything up. This worked really well. I love the fact that I was able to just yank that off of this thing and use it for my own lift, so I didn't have to have a whole design thing in there. It's the benefit of being able to use Blender now. So yeah. There we go. Anyway, hopefully that was somewhat fun, entertaining, learning experience for some of you maybe. Oh God, Milan, hello, welcome to the stream. We're ending. You can watch it back though on YouTube or Twitch. Damn. It's really horrible when you're going to end a stream and then somebody pops in like, oh. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back streaming on Wednesday, if not before. So keep your eyes open around 4 or 5 p.m. UK time, just in case I do decide to stream before then. But otherwise, it will be that time on Wednesday. And we'll be carrying on. We'll get the Alchemy Lab, which isn't really called the Alchemy Lab. It's called the... I forgot what it's called. H. No, it's not an H. It's called... It is called the room. Arboretum. 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 That's the one. Yeah, Phantom, you got it. Arboretum. You know, I just call it a fucking garden. The player would be an arboretum. For me, it's a garden. Anyway, so between there, we'll do the lift, and then hopefully we'll finally finish the arboretum. We'll leave the major quarters for now. We'll get like the basic lighting in, test things out, make sure things can be turned on and off and work nice. The one thing I may be putting right in the middle of the major quarters is the big round table with the fire in the middle, because I think that is super cool, and it would be perfect for lighting the whole room up, pretty much. So yeah, that would work. And yeah, then it will be on to probably hooking up outside into the arboretum. So I'd really like to have that work where we can beam inside and see where things are going to start off. So anyway, that is just about it from me. So like I say, I'll be back at the latest on Wednesday, 5 PM UK time. So please catch me there if you're able to. So many thanks to those of you that have watched today. Many thanks to those who have dropped tips. That was very unexpected. Thank you very much. It all goes back into the stream pretty much. And yeah, please join the Discord if you want. Check out the website www.darkfox127.co.uk. Links over there. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will speak to you all next time. Thanks, Dwemer. Yeah, I finally landed on a intro and outro look that I really like. It's got animation to it, but it's simplistic. You know, it's not too overkill.